Here's a short video to show how the Albrecht AE2990 handheld works when it has been opened up for all frequencies. So as you can see, you turn the radio off, and then whilst pushing the PTT button you turn it back on, and it gives you access to all the different channel banks. Code 012345, D4, E, PL, U and US. And then all you do is select the one you want. So for instance it's 0, turn it off and back on again, and then you're in code 0, which is the 10 meter amateur band. So again, switch it off, switch it back on again with the PTT button pressed, and this time the radio is now in code 1, which is the 10 meter band again. Switch it off, switch it back on again, and choose another bank of channels, this time 2. Switch it off, switch it on, and then this time we're in the 12 meter amateur band. Again, switch it off and then back on again with the PTT button pressed in. Select the next channel bank, and this one is the EU band on 11 meters. As you can see, it opens up in the channel display. Press function and the step button down the bottom and it reverts it to frequencies, and as you could see, bottom was 26965, top was 27405, the EU band on 11 meters. This time we've gone into code 4, which is completely opening the radio to all its frequencies. And as you can see in the channel display mode, when you press the channel 919 button, it goes through the banks of frequencies, banks of channels, like you would get on a multi-mode 11 meter radio. So A, B, C, D, E, F, G, etc. And when you go back to the frequency display, it shows you obviously the frequencies on those bands. So from 24.81 up to 29.6 I think is the upper limit. So that's completely free band opened up, including 12 meters and 10 meters. So change the code again, switch it off, switch it on with the PTT. We're now on code 5. Now code 5 is the same as completely opened up, but the kilohertz on our reading zeros instead of 5s. So as you can see, 27510. You can change the step obviously just by pressing the step button, but that just reverts it to zeros when you select code 5. Code D4 is, I believe, the German band. Opens up in channel mode and it gives you 80 channels of the German CB bands. And as you can see, one set of 40 is your regular sept channels, your sept frequencies. But then this goes further down to 26565, which is channel 1 of the German 11 meter CB band. So D4 is 80 channels preset for the German bands. Alright, code E is purely the sept bands. Channels 1 to 40, 26965 to 27405. And obviously when you do select these coded bands, it does give you the regulated output for that band. So the German band will give you the legal output, transmit power, and so on. So on to the next band, which is Poland, I believe, PL. So again, this sets the regulations accordingly with regards to TX power, and this gives you the 40 channels for the Polish CB band. And as you can see on the channel display, there's 00, and as I revert to the frequency display, this shows the Polish bands, the kilohertz end in 0. So move on to U. Now we're on U. You get both the UK bands, and again the wattage, the transmit power is set accordingly to the regulations. So U2 is the original 2781 channels and frequencies, and U1 is the SEPT frequencies. So when set in U, the radio becomes a fully legal, fully compliant UK handheld CB radio. And the last one is US, obviously, and this sets the radio up for use in the States, in the USA. And again, 40 channels on the frequencies set for the US. And as you could see, between channel and frequency display is easy. Function button and step changes that accordingly.